Now, usually I make these title cards, so when I say welcome to Still Plays, this is Grand Arena season whatever, I have a little prompt that lets me know what's going on that I've now removed, thinking that it was going to simplify things, because it's honestly one of the reasons I've been putting out videos a little less frequently, is just a lot of the small little annoyances that are all individually small, but they kind of add up to being less inclined to doing some of this when I'm feeling a little burnt out and a little loaded with some of the professional responsibilities. But anyway, this is season 76, final match of week 2, and it's been a good week. We are 2-0. We have climbed up into Kyber 1. This is a Kyber 2 bracket, but we have climbed up to Kyber 1. I don't know if we're going to hold on to Kyber 1 for next week. It's in play, certainly, but we have a good opponent. Now, last round, up against Wired 3. How did this go? I can't not remember it all. Okay, so this one, okay, I played carefully. He attacked first. I knew what was going on, and I knew I had to clear pretty efficiently. I only dropped one battle up again. I think it's Lord Vader. I think my Bane needed a second. I needed a cleanup. Here, Balin taking 3 attempts, brought down a lot of banners, and on the back wall as well, I believe it was Boba Fett. Not Boba Fett. Oh, it was Poe. The Poe fear mechanic, that getting me a hold. That was another component to this battle. And then was there anything with fleet? Nothing with fleet. Yeah, so those 2 battles, we had 2 teams get holds. That made the difference. I needed just 1 team, or I only got held up by 1 team. But today we got a tough one. We got Colibri is my opponent, 1.1 million GP more than me. He's at 14.7. He's got more Zetas at 444. Amis, I actually have 1 more than him, but we're basically even. He's got a fully relic roster. His tier totals, this is number 1 in the bracket. This is the number 1 player here. We're looking at tier 7s. He's got a bunch. This is actually somewhat favorable in terms of the higher relics. He's got a whole bunch of tier 8 though. And this is kind of what I'm working on right now, is pushing a lot of my tier 7s to tier 8. Because that's a little bit more affordable than pushing for tier 9. I've got a bunch of banked tier 10s, and I'm just kind of holding off on, kind of feeling things out first. But I can drop a number of them really quick. Mods, though, this is some excellent stuff here. Actually, not so excellent. I'm better. I mean, he's got the better top 25 average. I've got the better top 500 average, and you see it in the counts. I've got more 25 plus speed mods. I have more 20 plus. I have more 15 plus. Datacrons, he's better technically, but these days, who knows? With the rest of this all, he's got advantages basically on every GL, which is a good sign for the overall modding. We're looking at double on Star Killer, got a 297 triple Ami Afra, we got 301 on Krex, got triples on a lot of these characters, double on Jar Jar, single on Luthen, double Jocasta, triples on Exile Ray and Balin, and he's got the rest here. Okay, now for that quality of the modding, we got, what do we got here? 28 and 27 on those characters, which is a little bit further than me, but not that much further. Speed, we are looking for Krex, who is at 301, which is right there. That puts him at 62 characters, which is somewhat in line with me. I think I'm at 70 plus or minus a couple, so I have a small advantage. We'll see how it goes. Like at that levels, it's all good. I think what's going to be a much more of a factor is relic levels, relic delta. That's not going to be good for me. Looks like he's actively playing right now. I checked on my phone a little bit earlier. He had not attacked fleet yet, so he must be actively playing. I should have mentioned it there. We just had a hold with who? Cadme getting a hold. Probably should have her for offense since she's an effective counter right now, or she can effectively counter things. Back wall, 3 attempts on this Poe fear mechanic cron. Just a nice little thing to mess people up with. What do we got here? Alright, we'll have to check back in. But hopefully home 1 makes things complicated. Now what I have to go up against, we got Pirate Hondo, Ray, no exile, Tarful with the Tarful Kron and Yoda, not Tarful Kron, Yoda Chewy Kron with Yoda Chewy. And we got Star Killer. And then back here, we got Poe with that Fear Kron. We're looking at Cadme, Third Sister, and we have Lord Vader. And you see these relic levels. This is probably going to mess up a lot of my stuff. In his back wall looks to be Maz Kanata, Stormtrooper Luke, and Chief Chirpa. So I think we can get started. I would love it if Home One could stop him. If he could not full clear, he's going to full clear. Let's not even entertain the idea that it's a possibility that he won't full clear. All right. We have been playing this with JMK, and I'm going to continue doing that. So far, it's been my way to do it. Where are you? You, and you? Is this what I've been doing? Yeah, I think that's what I've been doing. Now let's grab that Kron. Means we can't use it with gas. That's fine. I don't even know if this needs this Kron. The only times I've done it, I've used it, and I'm just going to assume that it's making a difference. We fought arguably a better version of this last week. We gotta go full screen. We went up against a 7-star version, not last week, last match. We went up against a 7-star version of Spider Maul. I put on the damage immunity onto GK to start, because he's going to take a whole bunch of hits. He's eventually going to be taken out, but this is how we get started. I'm putting attacks over onto GAC because I need to get rid of her so she can't bring anybody back. But she just used her revive ability, so it's on cooldown now. I'm gonna use basic. I'm gonna get rid of that. We're just working towards the ultimate ability right now. There's Fear. My GK is about to die. The damage immunity is gonna come off. There he goes. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Does this dispel? I always forget. We need to use it right now anyway. That would be really nice. Well, whatever. Let's just do it. Okay, yeah, it does dispel. Okay. Okay, there's another revive. It's on cooldown. We don't need to worry about it for a moment. We still gotta get rid of things though. And we gotta get rid of this damage immunity. Alright, we're gonna... That was weird. We had a little lag of something. Okay. Heal up. Protection up. I need Cat to go. This is just terrifying. No, don't. Leave her alone. Here we go. All right. We're going to take out the stranger. Boom. I am going to... I want to heal. I'm going to use the special. Going after GAC. I'm going to reset the abilities. The dodging's annoying. Goodbye, Snips. Alright, we got to get rid of GAC before she can revive. We got fear now over on the cat. I'm gonna do that. Probably a bad idea. Okay. That's it. Nothing. Okay. Let's work on taking out Barris then, I guess. We're gonna lose Cat. We're gonna have to clean this up. Maybe I'll look at my kill order that we did in the other battles, because we beat it in one in the other two attempts. Some of it, though, could be mods, some of it could be relic levels. Plenty of things could be at play here. Did he attack the home one yet? Maybe he's actively doing it? Ooh, if he doesn't have a ship for it, then we might have a win here. It doesn't matter how sloppy I am. This is in play. Okay. Go here. You see, I got a little Route 2 Spider Maul. That's all fine. We don't have Exile, so this is going to be a bit easier. Let's go with a stun on Swallow. We'll Dispel. There's a damage immunity. You know what? He doesn't have protection up. Let's just do some attacks over there. And maybe we'll hit Nest before Nest has all those mechanics. Well, no, you know what? We shouldn't be hitting Nest right now. That was a waste, actually. But we got 2 damage immunities going. Maybe we can do Ray right now. There, okay. There's our damage immunities. Nobody's gonna get hurt. So I'm going to hold off on that on a turn. I think we're going to do this one. Because I can land healing immunity, which might help. Okay, Swallow gone for a moment. Nest damage immunity. Get damage immunities off of those guys. That'll be able to take out Scav. We're going to do the special to stack the stats. Keep doing it to stack the stats. Forget what it is. Is it max health or offense on that one? Whatever. Can we stun? No. We can fracture, though. Yeah, what if we put a fracture on Nest? What am I even doing? Okay, yeah, this is stacking max health. Take your turn. We're going to drop the ship in a moment. Here we go. Okay, so we got that one clean and easy. Tarful, I have no idea. We're gonna have to do a little research. We're gonna do one gam. Maybe we shouldn't do it. Actually, you know what? There's something I want to try up against Pirate Hondo. Is Sirjunda, because that's supposed to work, and I need to explore that. So we're gonna have Sirjunda, Maul. Well, that's not the slot. Malicos. Then we got Maul. I'm going to do crew, but I'd kind of like to have crew elsewhere, but it's fine. And then let's grab an attacker Kron. I think I want a dark side one. Okay. So we got Captive on Maul, which is annoying. It's probably one of the worst scenarios for where that could go. Now the reason I want it now, see this, because this won in my opponent's history, so I wanted to try it. And it right now does not feel like it has a shot. Okay, I take it back. Jeez. Okay. Did not expect to feel any of that. That's not gonna do anything. Let's 2 protection up. That is incredible. I feel amazing right now. Oh, because now I can do a whole bunch of different things. What's my best route for Vader right now? This is an attacker Kron, right? Yeah. I just think we just do SLKR. We could do Bane, but I don't think my Bane is going to beat this one. Because my Bane lost the last one, and I think it's because my Bane is really slow. So why would that be any different now? You really got to fix his mods. Alright, let's get into this. I need to reheat my coffee. Okay. I'm going to stun Scorch. Throw shock down everywhere. Get our retribution, which doesn't matter because everybody has daze. And now we can hit the stunned and marked player. Let's just do this. Don't. Okay, ultimate. Alright, that should be Apo in disguise. Perfect. He's gonna alt me. Boom. Let's neutralize CX. losing everybody. No, maybe I should have done the alt. No, I think we're fine. Okay, ultimate. I'm gonna leave CX alone for a moment. I'm hoping that I can do this. I guess no one was eligible to be brought back. Okay. One more, no, I guess not one more. I don't know. I don't like this. I think I'm dead. I think I have to clean this up. I need that ultimate. I'm sure I misplayed that all over the place in there. Alright. But we're fine. Do the 501st here, which I haven't been using too much because we've been using them up against Pyrondo, but it doesn't look like we need to do that anymore. Yeah, we'll do this. Is there anything I feel like covering today? We have not been very fun lately. We've just been doing work. And, oh, you know what? I think in one of the recent videos I was ranting about how I had not made it to the fantasy playoffs and my team fell apart. I made it to the playoffs. I just squeaked in. Some things happened the final week where the tiebreakers, they fell my way and I qualified. I was the last team in based on record. And that's it. It's over because I got too many injuries. I haven't had J-Dub all season. If I had J-Dub, I'd be playing for a championship right now. But as it is, without him, I'm missing a guy. I'm missing a weapon. In last year, it was similar. I finished 4th last year, but it was 3rd best record last year. And I was without Jalen Johnson. And when I had Jalen Johnson, I was a top 2 team, and I think I would have won last year had I had some health. Last couple seasons, really being thrown off by health. Really complicating fantasy basketball. So much of it is just coming down to who is healthy at the right moment, which is, I don't remember it being as much like that the majority of the time I've played, just the last couple seasons. Why am I doing this? Let's auto. How am I going to play Third Sister? Can't do Phoenix anymore. I can do... I don't trust my Treya up against it because I have a bad Treya. Did I do a C lead Treya last time? I guess I can just do Bane here, right? So I'm not using Bane anywhere else. Ah, he beat. Alright, the dream is dead. Because 2 teams got holds, and I only had 1. How many teams did I get a hold? 6 attempts on the home one? Is this still in play? 1743 is pretty low. We got 2 on Cadme. And then we had 3 or something on Poe. Yeah, this is in play. Okay. We gotta make sure we get as many banners where we can. I can win this. Do I want it? Man, I think we're gonna do it. Because he has a Kron. But we could also just use it elsewhere. It's not like we're gonna use Trench though. Let's just do it. Let's be serious. We're not using Trench. There's no reason to retain him. Okay, increase. Alright, we're gonna have our big site. I gotta get my Bane faster. Like, he should have taken a turn already. Okay. It's not a dump truck day. This is Melgus. Not you. You. Oh, I still have Leia. Okay. Okay, so everybody starts with fear. That's part of why this is a threat, but that's why we counteract it with our own fear. Because he has this attack train going on that we can neutralize once his guys start being feared. If it ever happens, they could do me a real solid by starting to get neutralized, because right now I'm going to lose some peeps. Does this okay, there's the fear. Finally somebody's been feared. Somebody that we're attacking anyway. Alright, awesome. Let's fear him up. Okay. Debuffs, stun, we got our shock, we can go and take out, and now they all cleansed. I forgot about that part. Okay, let's drain. Are we gonna have to wait for a drain, Dark Deception, double tap? I hope not, because we are not synced up right now. do it. Awesome. A little worried that he's going to survive that. Work on taking out Finn. An ability block would have been nice, because he could throw an AoE and take out some people. Okay, come on. 2 minutes. There we go, finally. We'll do a basic. I want the fear to stay on Zori. Okay, we're good. We'll sit up proper. Probably just do Afra to do this, although we could do Bo. And how do I... Without a leader, we could probably... There's probably a lot we can do. I was thinking of doing JML here, but I don't... Let me think about that. There's a lot that works up against it. And we still have Leia and C. I think we just go in with Afra here. Make quick work of it. Don't overthink it. The only concern is, did this guy change his defense? Which there's no reason so far to think that he did. Awesome. So Luke, Chirpa, Maz. Nope, it is different. He got rid of Chirpa, put down the Bad Bats. Bad Bats supposed to be decent with these crons. We want to be careful. There's a number of ways to handle it, but I want to be careful. Do I have pirates right now? I do. So I can do Maz Kanata here. I'm thinking of doing Bo-Katan up against the Bad Batch. Maz Kanata, though. Maybe we use a GL. If we do that, that leaves me up here. I've got like JML potential. Well, I could do like, apparently Treya works up against that. That would leave me like JML here. And that all feels pretty safe. Yeah, I say we go that route. And you know what? Let's double check that these Tarful teams are... I only quickly looked at Tarful team counters. I didn't throw in Yoda Chewie. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I need to up the investment on this squad. I like this squad anyway. I need a coffee. Yeah. Alright, what do I want to tell you guys anything? I've been just wanting... I need to write down these random thoughts I have so I can just randomly throw them in here. Like I talked about English muffins last round. And great deals on the English muffin. Alright. Let's dispel all that junk. So far, everything's going great. Let's increase the cooldowns. Like that counter. Who has pain? Anybody? Nobody has pain? Stealth up. Who do we want to isolate? Let's isolate Tarful. Boom on Yoda Chewy. Oh yeah, Vandor. Fine. Kind of feel like massive damage. I don't know why I'm saying that like some sort of original thought. Massive damage needs a tweak. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. Okay, so this takes care of Tarful. We got that cleanup, which we can probably just use JMO. And we got that back wall that we had figured out. At least I think I got it figured out. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. This is probably way beyond what I need. We haven't had to clean it up yet. And I want to be sure. Looks good. Alright, so big hit. Yeah, let's just mark Star Killer. Get the Master's Training over there. We can't stun, that's right. Let's get protection up. Now the Inherited Teachings and all these attacks around should be just what we need to finish him off. Perfect. And we can auto. There is no more threats. I mean, maybe there is a threat. The Spider Maul could be a threat. He does have a level 12 Kron. Maybe we should respect Spider Maul. Maybe we should respect this. She's getting turn meter. Got a lot of attacks over in this direction. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay. This just seems like the AI was doing a bad job. Okay. Now, what kind of fleet problem do we have? We'll do endurance, profundity, empire. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good as long as we get the right RNG on the endurance. sometimes that goes poorly, and if it goes really poorly, we might not be able to clean it up. But right now, we can feel like things are a possibility. Am I right about this one? Maybe it would have been smarter to have JML here. I'm a little worried about this, because this stuff is... It's okay, it's not the good level 6. I think there's another level 6 that's better than that. Okay. Call the assistant. Get our attacks going. Get protection up. And our retribution. Normally I go armor shred, but normally we're going after a GL. Let's just do our big... Let's see. This is why I like to do armor shred first. That did nothing. Alright, let's clear some stuff. Maybe we should be going after Batcher. Batcher might be easier to take out. Yeah, let's just stay focused on this tank, because things are going to go back there eventually. I don't like how this is going. Because sometime soon, Crosshair is going to hurt me. I'm going to get rid of those buffs. Because like, this is why I'm a little concerned. This only had like a 89% win rate. Which suggests there might be a way for me to mess this up. And I'm worried I'm finding it. I'm gonna get rid of that offense up just in case Hunter is about to hurt me. Let's clear those foresights. And we'll heal up Paz, because he's got some work to do yet. Crosshair's in hurt me mode. Man, should I do that? Because the next turn, all of them, I'm gonna go after Hunter. Awesome. Okay, I think I made the right call. We'll find out in a moment. Alright, Hunter's about to be back. And we're down to a minute left. I'm gonna auto. Come on. Come on, let me do it. We're right there. 6 seconds. Come on. Do it, do it, do it. Yes. No! Okay, so it counted it right? That's weird. I just think I needed auto early. That seems the way. It was all working. We were never in a threat to lose. We were just in a threat to get distracted and waste time. And all I care is that it counted the result correctly. Even though it looked a little sus. Alright. Okay. God, next week's gonna be terrible. Well, let's not talk about it. We can still mess this up. We can still completely mess all of this up. Alright, that's one. Get a little lag. I wonder if my settings are right, because one of these updates that we had on will completely reset all my settings, and I might have something incorrect. Okay, like that. Alright, that's a waste of the heal. I've taken a lot of turns and things aren't going the way that I want them to. Oops, that's misclick. Let's do conflagration. Although the stun was tempting. We got it anyway. Alright, there's ambush. I'm going to ignore her for a moment. Maybe we can take out kicks. Maybe I should have not allowed myself to get distracted. Oh my god, this is not how I thought this day was going to go. It doesn't matter, she'll get revived, but it's more like the principle of this. It's not a good look. Awesome. I'm gonna hit some. Oh, he had tenacity up. I shouldn't have done that. Alright, let's swap over there. Let's use our alt. This is way uglier than I thought it was going to be. But it's also why we retained a GL. Now what did I say I was going to do here? have no recollection. Oh yeah. Pirates. You. Support cron. Looks like we're bringing in a light side one. And yeah, let's throw that on Luke. I would have done Captain Han for the revive. But maybe Leia's the right call. Or Rolo. Let's blind him. Mass attack. Okay, it's over. Alright. Where's my notebook? I don't trust myself with this endurance counter. There's so many little steps. I just know I'm gonna... I mean, I've done it before. Because sometimes you're tempted to play it the way that you want to play the Executor. And then you get into these little moments. Like you use a special when you should use the basic, or use a basic when you should use the special. Now, this also could not... This could also blow up in my face. Because he does have good pilots there. Endurance, Leviathan, here we go. Facing the Leviathan, looks good. And there's also a component here where, depending on his gearing, depending on when all the ships come out, it could blow up the counter. And if it blows it up in the wrong way, where I haven't made enough progress, bad news. Alright, special. Capital ship AoEs, Anakin basics. Like he's going. Okay, Anakin basic. Marauder is going to stealth Anakin. What? Why is isolate on Anakin? I'm gonna have to go back and... Did I click on the wrong ship? Not happy. Alright, we're bringing out Ahsoka. And we didn't get... Let's get our buffs out. That might be it. Maybe I misclicked. I don't know if we can do... I don't know if we can do it. Especially, we haven't taken anything out. We haven't made any progress. And he has the scimitar coming out. Do I do the AoE? Or do I do this? What's my turn order? I'm going to bring out Plo. I forgot about the days. I should have done the AoE. Yeah, no, that's it. That's the match. This is what I was worried about. Something going wrong. No. I guess there's not really. I'm gonna submit this. I just like messing up fleet stuff. Alright. Now we gotta gamble. How do we gamble? Well, let's have a little bit of fun. We're just gonna change up everything else then. So I can try and use the profundity up against the Leviathan, which isn't gonna work, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because what I can do is do the executrix here, which isn't great. But at least this is something. And we can get more practice at this counter. So let's practice this, which means what would we be doing up against the Radis at this stage? Because we can't really use Chimera. I mean, we'd still have the bomber. Alright, they go after the TIE fighter. That's fine. Let's do this. Nothing happens. We lose a TIE fighter. We still got days. We lose another TIE fighter. They're just crushing me. Ability blocks are terrible. This is blown up in my face. I'm so tempted to dispel right now. I feel like the correct call is the defender. Some of what you're seeing here is just relic levels. The discrepancy in the relic levels is it's really impacting the quality of these ships. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna throw in the profundity here anyway. I want to see what it's going to look like with the Rogue One. Because I actually haven't even tested this. Not that this is like something we should be doing. But we've lost the match once the endurance didn't work, so may as well learn some things. And honestly, this is probably the best thing for the footage and the channel, because next week, if we were still in Kyber 1, we would just get stopped. We would get completely stopped. Alright, let's do a little of this. Oh, that's right. See, this is why I want to practice this stuff. I can't remember half the things going on. Yeah, so we definitely misplayed that, which is why we did this. Shouldn't have attempted some of those things, should have worked on the other aspects. But let's bring out Rogue One anyway. We needed to have our friend. I should watch a video on this. Okay. Looks like we're gonna lose you soon. Alright, it's over. Let's get out of here. Let's wrap up. Congrats to Colibri. Well played. He really fought for it, got through my home one. This was going to come down to ships. And had it come down to ships, I played... It would have been interesting to see if I had played more efficiently to have won based on that. Let's get out of here. There's nothing to do. I think it was in play. So him punching through home one is actually... like taking those 6 attempts, that is what secured it. Because actually, if he had not cleared home one, I could have just cleared the other ships, and I think I would have had the banner total. So we were on track to a pretty spectacular week, but it was still a good week. This is a very strong opponent, and it showed up in fleets. That difference really showed up there. And we got Conquest coming up. We got a lot of things going on, and I want to get back to more here. Thank you for watching. To each other, everybody. This still plays Galaxy of Heroes.